Well, hello, all you boys and girls out there. It's Tim McCoy once again coming at you with another review. This time, I'm going to take out my GoPro from the actual little housing just to use the tiny little camera itself. Anyways, so yeah, here is a coffee travel system that I bought a while ago at Walmart a couple weeks ago when I was buying stuff for moving. It's called a Coolgear BRU iced coffee system, whatever. Yeah, it was a weird impulse buy that I probably didn't need to get, but I mean, you can just make regular coffee and put ice in it, but supposedly this is for, making cold coffee with, instead of making it hot at all, which I wouldn't drink a whole lot personally myself. I always just drink hot coffee in the morning, and then I don't leave the house with a mug or whatever, but it looked interesting, so I gave it a shot, and the instructions actually really suck that they give you. Like, these are all the instructions they give you, and I actually just went onto the website and it gives you way better description via video that, just helps make sense. But the system itself, here's a sweet little mug you get with it that you can use for other stuff. And this is like one part of the cone. Here's the main cone, and it has attachment on the bottom that you need to screw on and line up, and I don't know, just a little bit of a bunch of shit that's unnecessary, already a little bit too complicated for making coffee. And the cover that goes over this, and these are the filters. These little filters go on top of the coffee. You get a bunch. They remind me of the filters that come with the AeroPress, which I don't own, but I'd love to own one for Christmas. Look at that little cool close-up. This GoPro is great for doing coffee reviews. I'm so glad I bought it now. But yeah, here's a little filter you gotta use, and you put it on top of the ground, which is unusual. But yeah, I'm gonna throw all these things together and brew some cold coffee. Let's see what happens here, people. Yeah, so you actually have to wet down the filter a little bit, and the beans. I don't know if you can see the ground up beans I already have, but I don't know, I'll wet them down a little bit, and then put this on top. I don't know. The system is not all that intuitive or user friendly. Like, you basically have to do it perfect, or you're gonna have grounds all over the place, because like that already doesn't look too good. But I also didn't fill the beans to the very fill line. It has to fill to the fill line, whatever, or that's what it says, I don't know. But I just put in 2 full scoops of stuff and ground it and threw it in there. So now this part attaches to this part. Well, I'll put that in a little stand first and then attach these things here. This screws on to the bottom of this, and then, if you can see that or not, that little line right there, you have to line that up first with this circle, but then later on, when you attach it totally to the drip, to the cup, whatever, you turn it again to like your desired boldness, whatever. Like, if you want all the way strong, you go to the very end. You want medium. I don't know, I like medium flavoring, so I don't know, I'll just leave it there. But it says to leave it like that before you actually finish attaching it, and then you attach the cone to the bottom of that. As you can see, this is a lot of screwing around just to make some coffee. And now there's a little travel mug, and yeah, a lot of things that the video and the instructions don't really explain. Like, apparently this comes off, I guess. Yeah, I didn't know that. I had no idea that these actually came off into 2 parts until I watched the video. But it helps for putting the cone in here properly. Then this is where then you actually add the water. add the water or brew strength, I don't know. I'll put it in the middle or a little bit past the middle. Right there. And I'll fill it up, but not to the very, very top because I didn't fill it with beans, so I'm just gonna fill it with almost to the top. That might be too weak, might be too strong, I don't know. I like pretty strong stuff. Then you attach this, and I don't know, then you just leave it. Apparently you just leave it, and it drips into the thing very slowly. So it's definitely not for anyone want to make a quick cup in the morning or whenever. It's time to play the waiting game. Alright, as you can see, it's starting to drip out very, very slowly, but something else that the instructions don't tell you is the unbelievably, ridiculously long wait times. This is officially the stupidest thing ever, because according to the video, your wait time could be anywhere from, check this out, 1.5 to 10 hours. I double checked it. I thought she meant minutes. Hours. Who in the fuck would wait 10 hours to make coffee? Nobody. Not one sane person on this planet would ever do that. So by the time this is done dripping, I'll probably be in bed and not even want it. That's utterly fucking ridiculous. Who in their fucking mind would ever want to wait that long for coffee? The instructions do not tell you that. I thought it was like, I made it a couple times on my own, but I used hot coffee and it didn't really work out that well. Even though I just did the same thing with hot instead of cold coffee, but it seemed to drip faster. But this, I mean, look at this shit. It's dripping like molasses, cold molasses. Yeah, this is officially the stupidest thing ever. Maybe if I want cold coffee tomorrow, that'll be nice, but shit. Nobody in their right mind would wait 10 hours to brew coffee. Even if it tastes like fucking gold, the most delicious shit in the world, which it won't, because it's going to taste the same. It's just going to take a really motherfucking long time to brew. So yeah, this is a stupid thing. It wasn't officially stupid until I realized the wait time. That's just really ridiculous, so I don't know. I'm not gonna return it, whatever, I don't care. I mean, it could still be decent for making cold shit. I don't normally drink cold coffee, but sometimes I mix coffee with my protein shake just so I can get, you know, the extra boost. Drink it on the way to the gym or some shit, but yeah, that's really, really ridiculous. Yeah, it's finishing off brewing, so I really don't know why this site would say 1.5 to 10 hours. I don't know. Where's my foot? I'm stretching out my hams because I get sore hams all the time. But I don't know, man. That's seems really strange for the site to say 1.5 to 10 hours, because even if I totally filled that chamber, it wouldn't take an hour. Like this, I almost filled it and it took. I mean, maybe if I had more beans, maybe the fact if you have more grounds in there, but that only took maybe half an hour or so, but still too long, and it doesn't look very strong. But you know, I don't know, I haven't really successfully made a cup of coffee out of this thing yet, so there seems to be some trial and error involved, which sucks, because who wants to waste beans and then, you know, waste beans and then find out that you just wasted a whole thing of coffee and you can't drink it, or it's weak, or it's too strong, or whatever. I don't know. If it's too strong, that's fine, because then you add more water, you know. But the only thing I could think of is that it might be useful for just brewing a bunch of cold coffee and leaving it in the fridge, because, you know, maybe just to use as a little caffeine boost or something. Because I mean, cold brew coffee is becoming a cool thing now. People are selling it in bottles, and that's okay. I mean, I bought it, and I bought one once, and it was really good tasting coffee. But honestly, like, I still just prefer it hot because it just tastes better that way, I think. I mean, I don't know any chemical reasons behind that, or to me, a hot coffee tastes better than cold. But you know, could be handy in the summer. which is, you know, months from now. But anyways, yeah, it's still kind of dripping a little bit, but it's pretty much done, so that definitely didn't take an hour and a half. So my review of the Cold Brew Coolgear system is that it's ridiculously stupidly slow, and it's basically no good if you want something instant at all. Don't buy it. Bye.